Hi, I'm Z. Welcome back to my channel. I've just been released from the mental hospital. My mom tricked me into getting into the mental hospital by saying that I was going to Hawaii. I've been wanting to move to Hawaii for a minute now, and I was excited, but I also knew it was a trap, and I went with it and I fell for it. As soon as we got to the hospital, I started to run away, try to run away at least. And my supposed uncle tied me down. Or not tied me down, but he was holding me back physically. And so was my auntie. And as soon as I tried to get out of the car, the person in the front, the person driving, the taxi driver, locked the doors, and I thought that was really weird. So I'm really going through a crisis right now. I don't want to live, but I also don't want to die. I'm just kind of here. I just feel like a fucking blob. Welcome to my channel, I guess, where I literally feel depressed and feel like shit. Anyway, I was kicking and pushing and doing everything I could to get away from these people, to not go into the hospital, but eventually they did bring me into the facility, and I was still kicking and screaming. They had to put me down with 4 different people, my uncle, my uncles, and 2 security guards. They left me with a scar. I was too strong for them, so it had to be more than one person. And one of them had I was face down on the floor, and one of them had their knee on my back, and I couldn't breathe. I kept trying to twist around to get away, but you know, one person against 4 people, it was a lot to handle. They admitted me into the hospital. Eventually, after a long time of fighting, they tried to put me in a wheelchair, and they tied me down to a bed eventually, and they took my blood. I don't know why, but they took my blood. They took a lot from me that day. There are going to be a lot of pauses in this video because I'm just processing while I'm speaking. Unless I pause it. But that's a lot of work. I'm very triggered right now. I feel suicidal, yet I want to live and fight for another day, because I've made it this far, so why stop now? But at the same time, why even keep going if I'm just going to be admitted to these hospitals over and over again? Again, the reason for being in the hospital, my mom said it was because I smoke weed, which is a fucking plant. It's literally no big deal. It's nothing compared to the hard drugs that are out there, you know? It's nothing. Shit. It just fucking sucks. I just want to have peace of mind, you know? But my mom keeps submitting me to these hospitals. Keep making me feel insane for fucking talking about the fact that they raped me. By they, I mean my mom and my dad. and Alicia Kadege, Martina Kamala, Frank Marinus Clausen. They want me to stay quiet about these matters, but I will not stay quiet. I will not remain silent. I do not have the right to remain silent. I have the right to remain truthful. And this is my truth. I was tied down for a night and a day. Arms were tied down. They barely gave me water. I was forced to eat, otherwise I wouldn't leave. They gave me medications, which totally makes sense for a drug addiction, right? To give someone more medications on top of a drug addiction. Or to give someone drugs for the fact that they literally try to kill themselves with drugs. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Not that I did, but some other girl did at a different hospital. This is the Peruvian hospital. But yeah, that's just my truth. I thought that's something I would share with y'all. I'm tired of being arrested. I'm tired of being held down. I'm tired of having to be submissive. I'm gonna be aggressive. I'm gonna be truthful. My mom seriously thinks I have a drug addiction, when I simply have depression, anxiety, suicidality, PTSD, because of what they did to me when I was younger. But you don't want me to speak up about that, do you? Well, I'm still speaking my truth. I don't care if I get arrested again for it. I will forever hold my truth. I don't want anyone else having to go to a mental hospital just because their parents think they're insane because of them speaking up about the truths in the family, such as sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is just one of the many forms of abuse that's taken place in my household. I've been physically abused too. Mentally abused many times, more times than I could ever count. Just as right now they're trying to manipulate me into thinking that I'm crazy, that I am addicted to marijuana, which is a plant. You can't be addicted to a plant. You can't. I still can't believe they had me tied down for that long. The second day I was literally trembling the whole time in my bed. Legs were quaking. Body was aching. Everything was aching. I think I'm gonna go take a shower now. I'll see y'all on the other side. Take care. Love you.